Welcome back everybody. Today I've got a HMV model number 548 and according to Radio Museum produced only in the year of 1948, so they just had one production run. Not sure how many were produced, but to be honest, I don't really see these advertised on eBay. Then again, haven't been looking lately, but anyway, it's in very nice condition, with the obligatory paint spots from painting the room back in the day, and the case is excellent. Just needs polish. There's a red mark there. What's that? Probably paint. And a nice little HMV sticker on there, which I might leave it. Because it's all original. And on the back, as you can see, finally one with a backing board on it, and it's in very good condition too. Well, 48, what's that, 74 years old, so not bad. Let's have a look. Get rid of this antenna wire for a start. Don't want to lose those. I mean, this thing looks completely original and has definitely been looked after. So let's hope nobody's gotten into the guts of it. It's always nice to work on unmolested radios, as we say. And one more. Let's go. Ooh. Cool. Looks very nice. So what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 valves. I haven't looked at the schematic yet. 6v6, 5x3. Mixer valve, 6J8. I don't know, 6U7. Who knows? Anyway, I will get the knobs off and get this out of the case, and we'll have a look underneath. Okay, those knobs are off, and let's get this chassis out. Come on, man. All right. Don't think there's anything else holding it. I hope not. Here we go. Oh, and which way will we put it? This way. I'm going to have to put some screws on that. Yeah. Anyway, let's have a look. Here we go. Oh yeah. And I'll turn it around for you. As you can see, all untouched. Cool. And let me see. Choke, maybe, not sure. Let's have a look at the top here. Yeah, that's I'm pretty sure that's a choke. Or no, that's the output transformer. I'm looking at the choke. I don't know if you can see it. Oh God, ouch! And there, that appears to be the choke. I can only see 2 wires coming off it, nothing on the other side, so yep. Alright, so we know where things are, that's good. Alright, I will do the, sorry, I will, oh God, lucky I've got a schematic. Oh, these, the brown turd resistors that have lost their paper, if they ever had them on there. Likely to be 0.1s, 0.01s, probably 0.1, I'm guessing, but we'll work it out with the schematic. And I can see just one waxy, and that's about it. Not one waxy, yeah. Okay, not much to it. Hope it's bloody easy to fix, that's for sure. Anyway, I'll get myself ready and let's run some tests. Rightio, here we go, and let's check out the high voltage on the 5x3. So pins 4 and 6 of the plate. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 and 6. There it is. Okay. You don't want to stay there. Bang. Good. Gotcha. Should have done this earlier. Plug it into my current limiter. Pardon my arm. And I think, yes, you can see the multimeter. Cool. Okay, power on. All, yep. And let's go to square to power. Zilch. Absolutely zilch. That's not good. Maybe I don't. I'll just check my connections again. Give me a second. Okay, check connections. They look okay. Let's try again. Nothing. Alright. Just check. No, there's no short circuit coming up. So, anyway. On-off switch. So, let's get this thing in here so you can see what's going on. Okay, so there's I can see the feeds coming off the mains, and for the sake of it, let's just make sure we're getting mains power. Gotcha. Alright. Yeah, plenty of mains coming through. And the output of the switch, these two lugs out. And of course nothing will be coming through, and nothing is coming through. Okay, cool. So a faulty on-off switch. Maybe just might get lucky. Click it on and off. Give it another go. No. Alright, I'm going to bypass the switch, and I'll solder in some temporary wiring, and yep, get it going. We've got to do the power up tests and see if this sucker works. Okay, so I've soldered up a couple of wires that connect the mains to the output of the volume switch. Just these two little bits of stiff wire, and as long as I haven't, the connections seem logical to me. 2 at the top meet the 2 at the bottom. Okay, vice versa actually. It should be right. I'll keep an eye on the current limiter just in case I've created a short circuit into it. But anyway, doubt it. So power, and let's turn up the variac. There we go. HT. Cool stuff. And no short circuits. Cool. So the cathode, which will be 5 volts, pins 1 and 8, and I can, well, they're right next to it. No, no, pins 2 and 8, not 1 and 8. 2 and 8. It's a little bit difficult, I know, we'll get there. Damn radios. Okay, let's see what we get. Great, what I expect to see. And I'm turning the variac up probably about a quarter of the way, and so you know, you see the 1, 2 up to 3 volts, and that tells me that's okay. Alright, I'm assuming 6.3 is going to work. Here we go. Something missing. Where's the dial globes? There should be, I would expect 2 of them. And power's off, good. So as you can see, it's 1 dial globe holder. And really, come on, there should be a second one there. That's what I would do. I mean, well, of course you would light up both ends of the dial glass. So, but anyway, that's a job for much later. I'll just get a globe. Here's a new globe put in, and slide that back on, and all being equal, we should see that little globe light up. There we go. Cool. And twine is the dial string. Great. I wonder how long that's going to last. Still. Anyway, that's good. Let me turn the radio back up. The next thing is, let's check that output transformer and speaker. And I checked the wires. I didn't want to waste time on the video. They come through the chassis and just onto a little insulated plate, and I can see the positive and the negative's just earthed. So just earth the signal gen to the chassis. I'll turn it on and should be able to just touch there. Yeah, not loud, but loud enough. So everything's looking good. I asked myself, where are the filter caps? And oh, there they are, right there. So I'm going to check the schematic, find out what values they are, just to be sure. Standard one here. Body is earthed, and the middle bit is it's the positive, and this one here, middle terminal is your positive, and the 2 end terminals will be negative. So just to verify that, continuity tester, that one, yep, nothing from the middle to the end, nothing from the middle to the end, so they're both negatives, so that's nice and easy, and I've got plenty of room to mount the new filter caps. So I'm going to get onto that. Check the schematic and the electrodes, both 16 microfarad, and I looked at the choke, and in this case, like one other radio I did, just sort of recently, the choke links up the negative side of the electrodes there. So that means that to get a reading off the choke, if I'm right, I just have to earth black lead on multimeter and go to the positive of that can. I should get 500 odd ohms. Yes, 554. There's our choke. Cool. So we know that's working as well. Alright, I'm going to get some 16 microfarads, and I'm going to work out exactly where I'm going to mount them and connect them up, and then we'll run a test. Okay, I've got the filter caps glued in, And we're going to start with this one here, and it's going to replace this 16 microfarad cap, which is just a straightforward one, positive terminals in the middle there, and the can itself is the negative, and that's just earth to the chassis. So I've found a convenient earth point right there, which is very handy. You see, I've already prepared for that to be soldered in. And the positive, well, I think we'll put it there, wrap it around that terminal there, and then we'll cut that out. So I'll get my snippers and big aviation snips, and I should be able to get in there. I can see where it's going. Okay, I'll just get that out, and I'll cut it out, but I'll turn the camera off for a second. Okay, so that's cut off and well and truly away from it, and from the capacitor and the chassis. And of course I will, at some point, a bit later, I'll insulate this with enamel paint, just nail polish, and that will be fine. So let's just clean up the gunk that's all around it. Come on. That's going to hold pretty well. There we go. Nice. Cool. And on my arm. What do we do here? Snip that bit of metal off, that wire. I wonder where that went. Oh, there it is. Cool. Now I'm just going to wrap that around there, and that's a good enough mechanical join if there ever was one. That won't come off in a hurry. Let me just double check and make sure that is the that is an earth, and just earth it against the chassis somewhere, one of my probes, and come on, cool. Made bigger mistakes than that, just assuming, so it doesn't hurt to check. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. I sort of have to keep referring back to the camera. Looks okay. Just double check. Yep, that's earth. So, and next one, there it is, just up there. And in this case, this cat can, as I showed you earlier, so this is the insulated can, and there's our positive, and we have two negative terminals on either side, which again, just to double check, and that should buzz out. When we get a connection. Yep. So all I've got to do is cut that out, cut that off the can itself, and given it's connected by that wire, I'll just solder the positive to there, and it should be fine. Let's see if I can. This shouldn't be hard. These little snips, those big aviation snips, you can get them in and make fast work of cutting those terminals, and they're a lot easier than these little things. Alright, so nice and easy, and we will snip it there. Alright, I'm going to get my hands in there and I'll just crimp it up and come back for the soldering. So I've wrapped it around that little length of wire I left and solder it in. Get some solder flowing, come on, that's good. As you saw, I've put some shrink on it as well, and got a connection. That's good. So the negative side of our cap goes to there, and I've got two thoughts on this one. And you can see, and this bloody wire's in the way, but anyway. What I can do is I can just solder that negative terminal onto there. And because these two are connected internally, it's going to flow from that one to that one, there's no doubt, and it'll go along that wire, blue wire, and off to wherever it goes. And my thoughts are that since I've not providing any power to the positive end of the cap, there's no capacitance happening within there at all, just a straight connection on the negative side, both negatives. So I think that'll be safe. That's what I'm going to do. I mean, if you come across this and you don't feel comfortable with that, well, simply, lift off those wires and take it away from the can completely. But I'm pretty sure that's going to be okay. And I can't see any DC leakage happening because it's not acting as a capacitor anymore. That's what I think. So I'll put some shrink on that and solder that in. I did that off camera because my hands are all over the place. So just again, a bit of continuity, correct, and the bottom one, correct. So that's the goer. That will work fine. And before we apply any power, I'm going to do what I said. Just paint this up. No, you probably can't see anything, but except the back of my hand. Get in there, get in there. Enamel paint, nice insulator, I hope. Alright, that's done. Ready for a power up. In fact, I thought of this before, I'm glad I just remembered. I'm going to make a couple of more changes, some of these old caps, and the ones I'm going to change relate to the audio. So this cap coming off the wiper of the volume pot, going to swap that out, and that I've gone to the schematic, and where is the volume pot? There it is. So it's a 0.01 coming off the wiper, so that's cool. And the second one I'm going to do, it's down here, and it bridges the primary side of the output transformer. And again, according to the schematic, there we are, 0.02. And there's also one more coming off the plate of the 6V6, which is a 0.005. And I had a look around at that, and I thought it might have been that one. Sorry, can't see it. Thought it might have been that waxy, but in fact it's that little thing, which I think it's a mica. But luckily, it shows up on the back. It's got 0.005 UF stamped on it. So I'm going to change those 3, and then we'll come back and we'll give it a power test. Okay, those 3 caps are in, and let's run a test. So monitor the DC voltage as usual. Might as well do it on this cap here. Okay, let's see what happens. I'll plug the antenna in. That will do. Should be fine. Okay, here we go. Let's give it some juice. And wait for my... There we go. Right, ready. So, give it 90 volts. Let's see what happens. Got some live. No shorts that I can see from the current limiter. And no smoke. Yet. No, I've got to be positive. That's 200 volts at the moment of mains. That's cool. DC stabilising. I can hear something. Oh, it works! And the tone works too.
You're listening to 3CR Radio. And you're listening to Anita Harris hosting this week's
Nice.
Swing and Swing.
What else can we get? Oh god, that sounds terrible. Don't know what that station is. Let's go back down to the low end of the band.
And Julie O'Hara, I'll omit the usual.
Nice.
Nicky wins it down, but straight to Tom McCartan, hand pass
Oh,
the road.
football!
Throws it on the road and it spills out of bounds off.
Good on him. Okay, that's great. Sounds pretty good for, you know, at this early stage anyway. And everything's running well. So, I'm pleased. So, what I'll do is I'll change the rest of these caps and I'll figure out what they are. These tone caps up here, which when I first looked at them I thought, oh, you know, wasn't really paying much attention because, I mean, they look like micas, but they're not. They're .001s. But the tone's working quite well, so I really don't see the need in changing them, and I think they're going to be fine. The tone works really well. So I'll just change these old brown turds and that waxy there, and then we'll do the resistor check. And anyway, I'll come back after I've changed those, these brown ones, and we'll have another listen to it. Well, this is coming along nicely, and I've changed a number of caps, and I've only got 2 left now, up there. And what have we got here? That's a 0.01, and that's a 0.05, and that'll just get a 0.047 in this place. And
time for a vocal. In
it sounds
2011,
really nice.
The Arbors label recorded the American vocalist Rebecca Kilgore in concert at a New York night spot.
Nice. So yeah, it's come a long way sound-wise anyway. Just simply again, change those old leaky caps. And I'll just continue. I'll get those 2 finished up, and I'll check out to see also what kind of resistors need to be changed, which resistors need to be changed. So back soon. Well, all the caps and the resistors that need to be changed are done, and radio is still working, and I'm focusing on the volume pot, well, the on-off switch part of it really. I'm not sure if I can repair it, and I don't have another switchable pot, unfortunately. So I'm going to see if I can get it out. Bring the camera down a bit more. The output transformer is in the way. Removing that is going to be a nightmare because it's directly beneath the power transformer. So I'm not even going to touch it. But anyway, I thought, try and... Ooh, I've got to get it out. I can't believe this. Oh, got it. Cool. Alright, what have we got here? So, let's see if we can open it up. Touched, or just not put together properly. And I'll just get those little lugs bent out. Okay, the lugs are bent off, and from what I can see, this should just pull out. Oh yeah, it does too. Well, there we go. There's the volume pot. Cool. That's in the off position. We'll end up giving that a bit of a cleaner spell, maybe. Now let's have a look at this. I've never ever had to play with one of these before. So just spring and click, click. Cool. But it doesn't connect, does it? So I might just... What I'm thinking is just get rid of the switch. The only way I can open it up is I'm going to have to drill those two little rivets out. And, well, you know, hey, might as well do it. Why not? Why not indeed? And see what we can come up with. Well, there's the inside of it. And got those little rivets out. It's a pretty straightforward mechanism, I guess. I gave it a spray of alcohol. What is it? Isopropyl. Might give it another squirt. Why not? Really can't see that there's anything wrong with it, though. This is the first time I've ever looked inside of one of these things. So, it's doing, well, it looks to be doing what it's supposed to be doing. But is contact being made? Maybe they were just dirty. Anyway, I'm going to let that dry for a few minutes, and we'll give it a test on the multimeter, so we can get it to buzz out. Should be dry enough now, I think. Just got my little multimeter here, and let me see. Put one there. Just connected terminals, which should switch on and off. And where's the other one? Down there. Well, I've got continuity. Can I turn it off? Yep. I think you can hear the beep. Off. No, sorry, on. Off. Cool, it works. Now, the problem is, reassemble it. Not an issue, but those rivets we're holding, they're really teeny weeny things. I don't think I've got any, I haven't got anything that small, so I'm going to have a think about this. Hey, here's my solution. I grabbed some hex bolts, tiny, teeny weeny little ones, and as you can see, you know, grab that off eBay, come from China. It's coming very handy. And I thought, well, let's put them on there. And they fit, and the heads are down the bottom. And by the look of it, there should be enough clearance, I hope. This is a test. So, let's get this thing back in. Which way does it go? Okay, that's in the off position. Trying to do this in camera. Yep, lugs line up. looks to be in. So switch it on. Yeah. Off, on. Off. Just a bit tight, that's all. That should work, that should work. Okay, I'm going to, let's run the test. I'll just get those little lugs bent over a bit, and just so that the whole thing stays in place and doesn't just fall apart on me. Okay, time for a test. So I'll just turn up the Variac just a tad, about 70 odd volts, just enough for the dial globe to light up. And come on. Good gracious. It works. How long will it work? Don't know. But that's all good. Honestly, I didn't think I'd get that working. My first attempt at one of these things. Still, that's good. Alright, I'll fix that up and secure it properly. Turn those little tabs, metal tabs over properly, and put that pot back into its place, and we'll give it a whirl again. Okay, pot's all back in, everything's wired up again, and here comes our test. I've got the Variac on already, and I think you should be able to see the dial globe light up. Okay, let's hope it works. Oh yeah. Let's hope the radio still works. Well, had that happen to us before. It's working, turn it off, do something, turn it back on, zilch. Oh, that's great. Nice.
Can't be easy. If it was, you know, some other club.
Okay, and off. Nice. Nice. Well, that was interesting. Alright, now, the only thing left on this thing is that dial globe. Now, I did notice on the schematic, it only listed one dial globe, and most of the others that I've looked at, that I can recall, when there's two dial globes, they show two dial globes. So I'm suspecting this one didn't, but I think it should, and there's a spot for it anyway. So I'll stop rambling, and I'll go get another globe holder, and we'll put it in. Okay, found one. So there, see that little tab there, or whatever you want to call it. It's meant. Oh yeah, nice. Just fits in there. Yeah, I could go a bit further, but anyway, I think just much better. Have the dial face lit up from both sides. I mean, I think that's what should be done. So I am going to wire that up, put a wire there, across to there, and of course that'll be earthed to the chassis, and we'll have a circuit, and that should light up. So I'll just get that wiring done. Oh, there's a finished product. Just a simple wire, not much to it. Let's give it some power and see if it lights up. That's if the globe works. Shit, it does too. How about that? Not too bad at all. Alright, turn that off. Last thing to do for this radio, apart from giving the case a bit of a polish, well, there's two things then. So polish up the case a bit, and change the power cord, and put something nice and new on it. So I'll do that, and I'll come back, and I'll have the thing completely in its case, and all finished, and we can wrap this video up. And here it is, all finished, all put back together, ready for that one final test. So let's turn the light off, and more dramatic effect when I turn it on. Hopefully it works. Whoa, cool. And need an antenna, and I guess I will be the antenna for now.
Just breach. So a lot of this data is still going to be accurate for years.
Cool.
So, you know, it's the usual advice, like don't respond to dodgy text messages. You for your login details, or, you know, any.
Anyway, great sounding radio, and I actually enjoyed it, and getting that on-off switch to work again, well, that's just a bonus. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. I will be back soon, and you all please take care and have fun. Bye-bye.